Hello everyone, this is Cthulhu 2, and thank you for joining me once again. Just wanted to bring you guys in quick to give you sort of a channel update. I guess you could also consider it a much needed video for explaining my rating system. And before I do that, I just want to show you how I get into my super secret man cave. It's not much, but it's my first try at a bud switch piston door, and I'm pleased with it. It's a little messy on the inside, but I'm happy with it. So here we are at the man cave. Had a lot of fun building this. This isn't really my base of operations, but just a little side project. So anyway, here is the rating meter that you all have seen before, and I realized I probably should have explained a little bit better what I mean by these different signs I have on here. Now, as you can tell by my name, Cthulhu, I do enjoy H.P. Lovecraft and his writings. And one character that he's known very well for is Cthulhu, which is a great old one that lives in the sunken dead city of R'lyeh. However you want to pronounce that. A lot of goofy stuff, but I enjoy it. So, and I realize that not everyone is going to be familiar with that, and I should have explained myself a little bit more from the beginning. So, the lowest rating I have here is Stuck in R'lyeh. And what I mean by that is the map's not very good. R'lyeh is, like I just mentioned, it's a sunken city that contains the great old one Cthulhu. He's trapped down there until the stars align, and then he can rise from the deep again and wreak havoc on the world like he's meant to. So if you're stuck in R'lyeh, you're not doing so well. You gotta wait for the stars to align. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for with that one. The next one is It Shall Rise from the Deep. And by that I mean, it's got some potential, and it could get better, given some work. So if it does receive some good work and it's getting better, then it will rise from the deep, if that makes any sense. It'll rise up from the deep like Cthulhu. And the middle rating is Flayer of Souls. That's nothing in particular, I just think it sounds Lovecraftian. So I thought it sounded cool, and I went with that. The fourth rating is Great Old One, which is what I am, Cthulhu. I'm wearing diamond armor, but you can kind of see my tentacles on my face, whatnot. So that's what I mean by that one. It's a great map, and I thought Great Old One correlated with that well. And then the last one is Devourer of Worlds, and that also is what Cthulhu is. When Cthulhu does rise from the deep, then he wreaks havoc on the world, he devours it, he destroys all that do not bow to him and serve him, that sort of thing. So, the most amazing map I ever play will be a Devourer of Worlds. And I think I did explain before that the absolute lowest rating and the absolute highest rating you probably won't see very often. I mean, if a map is just straight up terrible, it'll probably get the lowest rating. Or if it's the most amazing thing I've ever played and I don't have a single problem with it, then it'll be a Devourer of Worlds. But usually you'll see one of these other three ratings, and I'll obviously explain why I give them those ratings. So hopefully that's a little bit helpful. You might be thinking I'm weird, but hey, I'm making these videos for my own enjoyment for the most part. I'm just hoping someone else enjoys them as well, and I get a kick out of these ratings, so deal with it. Now, the other thing I really wanted to bring you guys in for was a user by the name of Gumby, who also happens to make the map Brimstone Revival that I'm playing. I may not have videos up with that yet, but they'll be coming soon. Anyway, Gumby commented on one of my videos giving me a great idea. Well, he didn't give me a great idea, he told me about his great idea. He was thinking that every time I complete a custom map, I should kind of take back a trophy from it or something like that and make a trophy room full of the maps that I play. So that is what I have decided to do. Now, before I show you, realize I'm not much of a builder. I'm more of a player, and I wanted to mess around with sandstone and that color scheme because I really haven't done much with that. So what you are going to see is just a very quick something I threw up. That sounds bad. Something I threw together. Definitely not a final form of what I want to do, but it's a little something to get started with. So Shazam, in all of its sandstony goodness. But this is the beginnings of what I want to have as a trophy room. So on this side of the wall, I'm going to have some different landmarks, milestones if you will. So subscribers up on top here, and I'm using coal as a background because it's a pretty low, you know, just starting out. Coal's pretty basic. But on October the 1st of 2012, I hit 25 subscribers. So thank you all so much for subscribing. I'm glad that someone else is getting some enjoyment out of what I'm doing here. And then the next one I'm thinking will be 50 subscribers, and then so on, and then the gaps will get bigger and bigger as we go along, if that were ever to happen. And then on the bottom row we have our view counter. So September 29th, 2012, I hit 1,000 views, which I'm very excited about. And then my next goal will be 2,000 views, and I'm about halfway between the two right now as of recording this on the 8th of October. So that has been great as well. And then over on this side is where I am implementing Gumby's idea. And I really didn't know how to lay these out. And I can't always push this wall back to expand because I'm almost full on this wall as far as maps are concerned. But I'm starting up here and then working my way kind of zigzaggy like this in order of maps that I play. So, my first map I ever played was Cave Escape by Punny Monkey. And I put a clay background on that because I believe clay was the only block you were allowed to break. So I think that is representative of Cave Escape. And just a quick note, hopefully I'll be doing some multiplayer stuff with Punny Monkey soon. He asked if I wanted to play a map with him. And I've really been enjoying doing that with Blue Chip, so hopefully I can do that with Punny Monkey as well. And then the next map I played was The Sword of Gods by Mr. Builda, and I have a redstone lamp behind there because he had a lot of cool redstone puzzle contraption type things in his map, and I really enjoyed those. And then The Wonders of Draham by Creeper Devil, and I have a spruce log behind there because the wall around Draham was made of spruce logs. The Wizard by Spellier, a great map, really enjoyed that one. And I have Orange Wool behind there because in one of my episodes, if you guys have watched that, I'm out of weapons because I was stupid and I died a lot, but I managed to retrieve a lava bucket and I used that as an offensive weapon. So hope this orange is reminiscent of the lava that I battled with for a little while. I thought that was a lot of fun. And then up here I have Learn to Parkour by Nelg9111. And I have white wool behind there because it was sort of a CTM map, collecting wool and placing it in a monument, so I thought wool would be fitting. And second to last, I have The Stranger's Diamond by Vojife. I still don't know how to pronounce that correctly. And I just put diamond behind there because it was about finding a diamond. And then as of recording this, the last map that I have completed is The Island of the Unseen by Asamoiderpone, if that's how you pronounce that. And I have blue wool behind there, because if you have watched those videos, I played this map with Amazing Blue Chip. He invited me onto his server to play Island of the Unseen, and that was the first real SMP experience I had had, so I put blue behind there for Blue Chip. And that is an update on my newfangled trophy room. So thank you very much to Gumby for suggesting this. I think it's a great idea. I think I'm going to enjoy filling in these gaps as I progress. I'm almost done with Great Survival Maze by Ryder Tyler, so that's probably going to go in next, and I have a couple more maps coming down the line. So this is going to fill up pretty quickly. This wall is going to be a little bit slower, but I think it'll be very satisfying to see that fill up, even if it is slowly. So like I mentioned, I know this is not a amazing looking room. Pretty plain, pretty rectangular, flat. I tried to raise the ceiling a little bit to make it interesting, but I'm not sure if I like the textures. So, those of you who are better builders than I am, please leave some feedback in the comments below. Let me know if there's anything I could do to make this more stylistically pleasing, more eye-friendly. I don't know, whatever adjective you want to use. But definitely give me some feedback. I'd love to hear it. So, thank you everyone for watching this quick little update video. Thank you for watching my channel, watching my videos that I put up. I really enjoy hearing back from you guys, what you think about my videos, things like that. And I hope that some of you are checking out the maps that I play through too, because I've definitely found some good ones that were a lot of fun. Some of them were more long-term fun, some of them are just, you know, a quick diversion if you're getting bored or you want to procrastinate your homework a little bit more, things like that. So, yes, thanks again for watching. I'm going to quit babbling now, and I will see you guys, hopefully, in a map next time.